Money is infinite, and I strongly and firmly believe this to be true. The reason why I'm making this video is simply to explain my ideologies and my frameworks behind money and the frameworks that I've adopted over the past 6 years of doing business since I was 14, running actual companies since I was 17, and I'm now 20. So I've been doing business for the past 6 years, but running actual companies since I was 17. When I was 17 is when I had my first big month in business of making just around 60,000 US dollars in pure profit in 1 month. And this completely changed my reality of money and just my reality in general, to be completely honest. Before that, it wasn't really, anything too crazy that sparked my interest as far as, understanding how much money is really out there. I've already had multiple 5-figure months before that time, but this is when it really clicked and really showed me the power of understanding that there's so much money out there that if you simply have the right information, have the right knowledge, are willing to take the right steps, and you're able to actually materialize all the things that you have in your mind into actionable steps and into reality, you're able to simply curate your reality. And it's very, very simple, but it's not easy. That's what I always tell people that want to get into business, that want to start things, that want to make money online. Everything is simple, but it's not easy. If you want to make your first $10,000, all you have to do is make $100 100 times in net profit. If you want $10,000 in net profit, and you have to figure out a way to do that. But what we'll start by getting into is simply how I believe money is infinite and why I believe that. There's multiple subsectors and sectors of money and how it's spent and used, and there's a circulation of money, and this will basically explain if and whether it will or will not come back to you. The number one facet of this mindset is that you must respect money. You must look at money as a tool, and you must respect it, because in the beginning phases, which I won't lie, especially for me, I never worked a job. So when I looked at money, it was only being generated through my ideologies and my information and my willing to work and find it for myself, because I never was working for someone else. I never went and was guaranteed a paycheck at all. So I had to find a way to make money on my own. So I'm the operator. I play every single role. And once you're first starting out your business, you will kind of have a mindset that's like, this is really difficult. How am I going to figure out how to come up with this amount of money in this amount of time, this fast, this soon, because I need the money. I need the money. Now, when I started business, I didn't necessarily need the money because I was 14. So it's not like I had, a house payment or something coming up or insurance to pay for. Obviously, for those of you who are older getting into business, then it's a lot different. But you still can apply all these laws now if you use them correctly. And if you're young, this should just simply be a sign for you to start as soon as possible. The best time was yesterday, and the next best time is today. So how do you respect money, and how should you use money as a tool? For a very long time, the way I looked at money was, let me just wait, delay, and basically suffer until I achieve these insane results. Now, although I've amassed a good amount of capital and created a good amount of success for myself for my age, this was a terrible thing to do, and many people told me that I was doing things wrong by doing this, which I will probably agree with, but it worked out in the moment, although it probably caused a lot of things that shouldn't have happened, and that's simply because of my selfishness. Now, if I was to go back and if I was to give you guys advice, obviously if I could go back, I wouldn't change anything because it's got me to where it's gotten me now, but moving forward, I've learned how to change that. And what you need to understand is you should be able to invest all the possible money that you can into creating your current reality to be as enjoyable and as best as you possibly can make it. Don't fall into the trap of suffering in your current reality just to live a better life in the future, because that's not true. If you're making 5,000 US dollars a month right now, and you're not living the best life, if you are aiming to make $15,000 to $20,000 profit a month, and that's your goal in business, then doing this is one of the best possible investments that you can make. And what that is if you're making $5,000 in net profit per month, spend $1,000 on very nice clothes, presentable clothes. Don't buy big logos. Buy nice clothes like what I'm wearing right now. Buy nice pants, dress nice, and have clean, minimalistic clothes that make you feel better about yourself, that make you look better, that make you look more professional so people take you seriously. $1,000 in 1 month. There it is, gone to the side. And don't think that spending this money is going to affect you in any way negatively. All you're doing is improving your reality, and these things should simply motivate you to push yourself even more and push you even further. Remember, we're looking at money as an infinite tool. All it is a tool. Next, you might start saying, okay, I'm going to spend $1,000 this month to go to a new location. For example, where did I go? I went to Miami, and going to places like this extremely change your sphere of reality. So do something like that and network and meet new people, meet bigger people, meet people who are operating on a large scale, a lot bigger than you are. Putting this $1,000 into going and traveling and seeing a different place and motivating yourself and meeting people is gonna extremely change your life and change your reality. Another one, and we'll just say this last one as an example, although there are many more, is spending $1,000 on eating healthier foods that are gonna help you stay more focused and help you feel better about yourself. I mean, I can't even describe to you guys how long I went living a life that was just complete suffering just to better myself and just to do things that were eventually going to pay off, which did pay off, but in the moment I wasn't bettering myself. I was living a reality, living a life that wasn't correct and wasn't congruent to what it is that I believe in. Because if my whole goal is to live a better life and a peaceful life and a successful life, why am I not living that in the current moment when I can be? It's neglecting the true obstacle, which is myself, and neglecting things that I shouldn't be neglecting. And I want to give you guys this lesson so that way you understand and know this. Investing in the clothes, investing in going on the vacation, investing in the healthy foods that are all going to make you feel better, help you operate better, make you feel good about yourself, and overall change you as a person, because these things really do change you as a person. Once you do these things, you're going to have a lot more motivation to continue to be able to do this. You're going to have a lot more motivation and kind of feel more even like you're an actual operator, an actual businessman, and more confident in yourself within not only business but life in general. All this money was simply an investment that's going to give you an ROI on your life. It's going to make you a better individual. All this money doesn't count as spending money. It's just investing in you to make you that person who's going to make 15 to 20K a month. If you're making 5K net profit a month, everything should be spent in bettering yourself and improving your information, knowledge, and education. That's another thing that you can invest in as well, a part of that group that I mentioned. All you should be doing at 5K a month in net profit is simply investing in yourself as much as humanly possible in order to get to that 10, 15, 20K a month mark. You have to do this in order to move the needle. Now, on the contrary, with the cycle and circulation of money, if you're spending money on going to clubs, spending money on random girls, doing all this BS that's never going to equate to anything in your life, this money is not going to be returned to you. This money is actually going to deteriorate your life. Thankfully and luckily enough for me, because I'm not an idiot, I've never done things like this, and I never plan on doing things like this. I don't want to spend money on pointless random girls. I don't want to waste my time. I want to focus on the mission, and that's simply it. Now, if you're able to do this, if you're able to avoid this declining factor and simply focused on this factor that's going to give you an ROI, and you're able to stay consistent in the field that it is that you're in and aim to improve yourself every single day, the circulation of money is always going to come back to you. You're always going to have more opportunities. There's always going to be more money that comes to you. So focus on this. Take this declining factor out of your life, and all you have to do is improve and invest all the money into this left or first factor that I explained to you in order to improve your life. All the money that is always spent in these high-level people such as Elon, Jeff Bezos, founders of these unicorn companies, Airbnb, that I've been studying, they look at money as a tool because, for example, you're buying an employee that's going to generate you more money. You're buying inventory that's going to generate you a profit in return. If you're not willing to throw money into things like inventory for an inventory-based business, for example, I have an Amazon business. If there's an opportunity where I can spend $300,000 to make me $70,000 in net profit, I don't even blink an eye at spending that $30,000 or $300,000, sorry, because I know that it's going to bring me a return on investment. So why would I ignore or neglect that fact? I'm not scared to spend money because I've been in this game for so long. Scared money simply will never make money. You have to first acclimate. You have to lose $1,000 to make $10,000. You have to be able to lose $10,000 to ever make $10,000. If you're not willing to take on risks, you're not willing to please the circulation of money, and money won't ever flow to you. You have to show, even yourself subconsciously that money isn't that big of a deal. Spend it on yourself, spend it on employees, spend it on bettering your life, spend it on improving your company and business. You're everything in the beginning phases. So make you the best person and make you the best you that you can be, and make sure that you're at peace and improving your life so that way your business flourishes, because you are the business in the beginning phase. You likely aren't going to have employees for a long time. You likely aren't going to be at this level where you're operating the business at this huge scale until later on, and you won't get there unless you become the man, unless you become the woman that is the operator, that takes all the difficulties, all the hardship, and puts it on their back and tells themselves, I'm going to do this. Don't look at money as a scarce object, because there's so much of it. As long as you're willing to fight for it, get it, put in the work that is required, adopt the ideologies and frameworks that are required to get that money. I wish you the best, and I believe in you.